Never buy lettuce again. Grow your own and have lettuce all year round without spending almost anything. To start this simple tip, we'll need a plastic bottle like this one. It can be 2 liters or 1 liter, so we can make our pot. Making this pot with the bottle helps a lot because you don't need to water it all the time, as it waters itself. That's right. The first step is to make a mark on the bottle, a little above the middle. Then, cut it with scissors. However, this other part of the bottle can't be too big. So we'll also cut it a little. Now, on the cap part, we'll make a small hole. I'll do this with a soldering iron, but you can also do it with a hot object. Now we'll need a small piece of fabric. If you don't have fabric at home, you can also use some pieces of string. It needs to stay like a kind of rope. Because this piece of fabric will be responsible for carrying the water upwards, keeping the soil always moist. That's why this system is self-watering. Remove the lid with the hole and pass the fabric through it. Once that's done, we can put the lid back on and our self-watering pot will be ready. Now, all you need to do is put some filtered water in this bottom part. You don't need to put much water, just enough to come into contact with the fabric. Then, in this top part, we'll put the soil. Here I'm using potting soil, which is ideal for this type of planting. But you can use the soil you prefer, whether from your garden or composted soil. Now we'll add the soil like this, until the container is almost full. However, it's important to keep the fabric on top. Therefore, hold the fabric down a little while you're adding the soil. So, one part will be in contact with the water and the other will be on top, mixed with the soil. Exactly as you see in the video. This way of growing is very creative and also becomes an act of recycling. That's why it's so interesting, because you'll have a 100% natural food and you'll also be helping the environment. Now, to finish, we'll need lettuce seeds. They are very easy to find and extremely cheap. This packet usually comes with hundreds of seeds, but we only need a few. This amount is already great. Place the seeds in the center of the pot and sprinkle some soil on top. Then, finish by adding a little more filtered water. And that's it. In about 15 days, the first sprouts will begin to appear. And in about 2 months, more or less, the lettuce will be ready for consumption. Place the pot in a well-lit location, but avoid direct sunlight. Water only once a week, and in a short time, you'll have lettuce year-round. You can make as many pots as you like and even produce some to sell, as it's a very interesting idea. I hope you enjoyed the tip. See you in the next video.